This episode is all about California ADUs. No, ADU is not a new college, online, or scary medical abbreviation. An ADU is an accessory dwelling unit, which is basically a house or apartment that shares the lot of a larger primary home. The slang term, which you may already be familiar with, is granny flat. It's a great way to expand living space for extended family, add rental income, or maybe even build an office space for your business. So today is ADU Day. We're going to be going over some ADU basics and frequently asked questions for this rapidly expanding market.
Realm Real Estate, your guide to everything real estate in Concord and the East Bay. Connect, inspire, guide.
It's 2022 and the California real estate market is super hot and extremely short on housing inventory. Many folks around the state are looking for alternative living spaces for investment, income, in-laws, or even their adult children. With the adoption of several state Senate bills passed in 2021, the process to build an accessory dwelling unit, referred to simply as an ADU, has become more streamlined than ever before. So let's get into some frequently asked questions about ADUs. First off, to know if an ADU is right for your situation, you really need to know exactly what an ADU is. Here's the legal mumbo-jumbo definition. An ADU is a legal and regulatory term for a secondary house or apartment that shares the building lot of a larger primary home. They're often used to provide additional income through rent or to house a family member. For example, an elderly parent could live in a small unit and avoid having to move into an assisted living facility. Sounds great, right? So where do you start? The first step to building an ADU is to consult a professional designer, architect, engineer, ADU consultant, or contractor to create building plans that are necessary to obtain a permit and to determine if your lot qualifies for an ADU. What's the market like for ADUs in the Bay Area? In one word, explosive. It's no secret that there's a serious housing shortage in California, especially in the Bay Area. There's a state law that requires regional governments to determine both existing and projected housing needs. The Association of Bay Area Governments outlined in its most recent report that as of 2022, the Bay Area's housing need is projected to be nearly 450,000 total residential units by the year 2030. That's a lot. These housing units are broken down into 4 income categories from very low to above moderate. Government entities are responsible for opening avenues to create more housing for Californians. State Senate Bill 9 is a major hurdle cleared in this goal. These ADUs can count toward the minimum mandates for providing housing, which are set by the state's housing element law and the regional housing needs allocation. If your local municipality has been historically stingy on ADU approvals, you can expect an about-face in the very near future. You should expect that local ordinances begin to encourage the development of accessory dwelling units. 450,000 units, that's a lot of need, which equates to a ton of opportunity in the real estate market. Is there a minimum lot size requirement? No. While local governments may impose standards on ADUs, these standards per California law shall not include minimum lot requirements. You will need to check with the appropriate city or county government for your situation. Sounds great, but what's it going to cost me? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? An ADU can be as complex as building an entire new structure on your lot or as pared down as converting an existing detached garage. The cost will depend on the size and type of ADU. A new custom-built detached ADU may cost as much as $250,000. Retrofitting an existing attached or basement may cost approximately $80,000 to $150,000 depending on size, existing plumbing, and how you design the space. How might I save money on the construction cost of an ADU? Consider installing a prefabricated unit or a tiny home on wheels rather than having a bespoke architectural plan drawn up for you. You can opt to select a plan that has been already designed and pre-approved by the city. Units less than 750 square feet will cost less to build, and in accordance with the state law as of January 2020, these smaller units won't be subject to impact fees such as parkland and school fees. Where can I find information about the cost of a building permit and other fees? The building permit fee depends on the square footage of the ADU. Your city staff can provide you with a free estimate, and other fees might apply. Will my property taxes increase if I build an ADU? Yes, they will. The primary house will not be reassessed, but your taxes will increase based on the value of the ADU. How can I finance my backyard ADU unit? Many homeowners take out a home equity loan, renovation loan, or a cash-out refinance loan. Due to the recent passing on the state bill, the market is still new, and in fact, many cities don't even have plans in place to deal with the new laws and regulations. That being said, the financial industry in California is also exploding and expanding in this area. There are new private money options that may be available very soon. As of early 2022, California law requires local agencies' housing elements to include a plan that incentivizes and promotes the creation of ADUs that can offer affordable rents for very low or low to moderate income households, and requires housing and community development to develop a list of state grants and financial incentives in connection with the planning, construction, and operation of affordable ADUs. There's money and opportunity out there right now, so be on the lookout. Is an ADU required to have its own address? Yes. An address will be assigned to the ADU as part of the building process. Is an ADU required to have separate utilities? Utilities can be combined with the main residence or can be separate. Can I build an ADU where the single-family house is a rental? Yes, you can. This can be a great investment for dual income. In fact, if you're in a situation like many Bay Area families where your adult children are finding it difficult to find housing, and you've been contemplating downsizing as an empty nester, building an ADU can potentially solve both these issues. You can build an ADU to your liking and possibly lease out your primary home to your adult children and their growing family. The possibilities are endless. Can I rent the house and ADU to different parties? Again, yes, you can. Very exciting. But do communicate this with both tenants and screen for compatibility. Can I rent the ADU to whomever I choose? A homeowner has the right to rent their ADU out to anyone they choose. However, you must comply with fair housing laws. You cannot establish discriminatory terms or conditions in the rental advertising or agreement. While these are just a few of the frequently asked questions when it comes to ADUs, you may have concerns and questions, which is to be expected. I would suggest meeting or consulting with a real estate professional or an ADU consultant for more information and to discuss if this option is right for you. I'll drop a link in the video description to a very informative and easy to read ADU handbook, which was published by the California Department of Housing and Community Development. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you found it informative, please give us a like, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more valuable real estate tips. Thanks for watching. I'm Amber Hom, your friend in real estate. We'll see you next time.
Realm Real Estate, your guide to everything real estate in Concord and the East Bay. Connect, inspire, guide.